Namaste, my fellow human beings, and welcome my student from Rising Sun Yoga and everybody else that get a chance to cross paths with me today. Welcome. I miss you all. I still wish you that you are skillfully picking the right thing to do to keep yourself safe and others. And thank you so much for be persistent and consistent to keep yourself healthy, mind, body, and spirit. I am very grateful. So let's start it. I am glad that the video right now, so far, that we don't have disconnected any longer because of a newer phone that I use. I update a lot of things. I hope you can see the tweak. If it's not, it's okay too. I tweak the light, tweak the internet connection, the cable, the router, and then it's come to the phone itself. And just want to give you the best experience you can. Since we are so far away, it's not easy to stay connected, but many of you stay connected with me energetically anyway. And we're not going to see each other anytime soon for my students at Buffalo. In Buffalo, I feel like it's gonna last longer than we all wishes. Anyway, let's start the class. As the lungs remember to breathe, even when we sleep, the spirit keeps us alive through the dream of our will. It's said that Merlin, while training young Arthur in the woods of Camelot, told him that the only differences between magicians and the rest of us is the magicians, except that our will is but a dream. Certainly, we decide what clothes to buy and what car to drive and even how to spend our days. But they are like the stone a hungry fish mouth along the bottom at the river sweeps its small life along. Still, we devote ourselves to these small things. For that is we do, and it is true. God is inside every particular. Yet often we survive and we even thrive, not because of our endless schemes, but in spite of them. But what I need to tell you is that I met Merlin in a dream and I asked him about being alive. He wanted to know if I knew Arthur, and after a time he whispered, "Go beneath the many language of desire. For our peace depends on whether we fight or ride the steam." Close your eyes, please. As the breath take you deep within yourself, within this space of being, of embracing the wholeness of who you are. We work so hard to look for peace, to search for freedom, calmness, compassion. Because we forget that within that desire of wanting all of that, the best way to embrace this beautiful feeling that we want, it just dive back in. willing to ride our life journey as it is. Willing to be as simple as with our yoga practice, without fighting but being, without judging but embracing, without comparing but being together, with everything that make you you, with everybody else that make us whole together in this community. No matter how weak you are, how frustrated, how overwhelmed you are, learn to go with the current, not against it. The energy will change, things will shift. It will make your life much easier and more toward health when you go with this theme of what is going on in the moment. Accept your fall, accept your flaw, accept your mistakes, and have this big compassion, have the courage to love yourself so you can once again change that energy to be loving, to have compassion, to feel this embracement and love within yourself of everything is you, of everybody else as who they are. You carry your lotus flower to your third eye, this symbolic of awakening to the eyes that allow us to see things beyond what the society is trying to teach us to look. We look deeper. We look broader. We look with an open heart. And may we blend the sounds of Om, of togetherness, together. Take a deep breath in, please. Exhale fully. Another deep inhale. And you bow your head toward your heart. Release your hands, lift your chin, open your eyes. Let's come up and be on your feet, please. Let's take a stand. Let's stay firm. Keep yourself upright and start warming up. Okay? I'm checking my wrist right now. You can do anything else if you know your practice very well and know your body very well. Yeah. Just make sure your feet are parallel to one another. You don't standing, slouching your shoulder forward and like crunching your spine downward. Really work to elongate the spine up and no pushing your hip forward. Okay. And you can start to circle your neck. Your neck moves 360. You can go forward and back. You can tilt it your head side to side. You can look left and right. Know that you have some time and space that I will give you to warming up your neck. So experiment your muscles. Get to know yourself. Get to be yourself. I will offer you some suggestion, of course. I'm doing this half circle, like to the right when I go down to the bottom, then I go to the other side and repeat it. For any one of you who want to follow me. And then I'm gonna give my head a tilted and use the arm to lengthening the other sides of the head. Elongate the neck muscles, relax it. Or allow myself to just like stretch and give space into the muscles. Other side, please. And within my mind, my heart, I make room to let my body be as weak as it will be, as stiff as it is right now. They are nothing for me to judge myself, but to support. And then I'm gonna look left and right so I can work kind of the muscle that wrap around the neck. Please, it doesn't matter how fast or how slow you move, but when you're mindful with your movement and the speed you add it in, you will be safe. But of course, the slower you are moving, the easier to be mindful sometimes. Then we go down the shoulders. Circle them. We go backward first, or you can go forwards first. Right. Feel free to let your arms be comfortable of any shape and form that allow your shoulder to move freely. Yeah. And then go to the other direction. I hope you allow yourself to enjoy the summer. I hope you drink the water a lot. And then we go into the trunk, please. We are going to swing the body side to side. Open your legs wider, that will help. Just want to make sure that I don't hit the mic. You can let the arms come forward and hit the back, or you can just hit the hip itself. This is not a safe place for me to not hit the mic, so I'm gonna go up the shoulder. I just don't want to create too much weird sound, which is, how can I know? I can make an assumption. Okay. Then shake your ankles again, or if you have a wall, it might be even better for some of you because you're stable and you circle or lift one leg up and shake it. swing the leg front and back. This is a good way to move the hip joints a little bit, or you can stay balanced, which is a good practice for, core, and just work to swing the legs. If you fall off, you can just lift the other legs and go back and forward. Okay. Then from here we go into the side stretch. So it goes, exhale, stretch sideways. Once again, don't allow the hip to be pushed forward, please. If you're gonna do it, just do it to go back. That will help the spine actually remain the best curve possible. One more on each side. Now have those blocks handy. We're gonna go into our goddess pose. Heels in, toes out. Extend the knees side to side, and you kind of move, shift your weight from one to the other. Like so, we kind of gradually start working our adductor muscles. And then you start to go kind of a little bit deeper, a little bit longer. Make one leg straight and the other leg bend. And if you can, if your body is loosening up, if your body is more flexible, then you can go closer to the floor. Keep the spine elongated at all time, which for us who actually go close to the floor, our spine will diagonal forward. Okay. Okay. Then from here, you are going to turn toward the front of the mat. Take those blocks with you if you're needing them. Point your right leg forward, square the hip, and cross your left leg behind your right leg. We go into the cross leg with Tanasana. If you're tight, really tight, stack the blocks mindfully. Bend your knee at first, and you extend your hip back, chest forward, straight your leg again, and then exhale, get your chest downward to the floor. If you're not that super tight, right, you move the height of the block according to where you are physically. And the rest of the action are the same. Straight your leg, hips back, chest forward. Each exhale, you go toward the floor and toward your legs. Move like a jellyfish. When you inhale, you move away from the stretch a little bit. When you exhale, you move in to the stretch. The big toe side edge of your feet are pressing firmly to the floor, not too much, not too little. Learn to find that balance. Remain full breath. Inhale, extend your spine forward. Once again, grab those blocks. Knees bend, step your left leg back, and you pivot to the left and make your feet parallel toward one another. Pasarita Padottanasana. Hug your chins in, push your thighs apart. Elongate the spine. When you elongate the spine, hip back, chest forward, and we go toward the floor, and you're going to have to find the height that works for you. Okay. If you need to block, keep your knee bent, stack your block safely, and then you work elongation first. Right. You can move your hips side to side, and you're just going to go to the floor carefully, and you're going to change the height of the block according to how loose and how open the muscles are. And for us who are going all the way to the floor and your body dangling deep, you can hold your elbow and you swing your body side to side. You feel like you just want to stay still and dig deeper. You just keep digging deeper underneath your leg. And please, no matter where you are in terms of your height, know that we keep our spine long always. Keep your jaw relaxed. Then you turn to the back of the mat, point your left foot straight forward, cross your right leg behind your left leg, and we come into our second side cross leg Uttanasana. And as you breathe, allow the inhalation help you to make room energetically. Make room to wherever you are in your practice. Make room to surrender to your weakness and tension and tightness so that you can let go with compassion. Inhale, move your chest up and away from the legs, knees bend, step your right leg back. You are going to pivot to the right and you are going to keep going until you turn toward the front of the mat and have your left knees down, pat the knee if you need to, and your right knee also come down. We go into our hands and knees, please. If you're there already, just do spinal wave, spinal figure eight movement. When you round your back up to the sky, allow your neck to hang low. Maybe you can stop right there and shake your head. Or you can stop right there and open and close your jaw. Or anything else that you have been doing and it works for your bodies. Like, that is for you that has been practicing yoga for a while. If you need some guidance, you just try to follow my suggestion. Other side, please. No, that is really crucial to warm up your muscles. It's like you're not like going to the practice and choke the muscle and they have to grip to save your life. Child's pose, toes together, knees apart, head down. Arm extended alongside the ears. Again, in with the breath and see if your body can expand and soften comfortably. Walk both of your hands to the right. Cup the floor and inhale, rise your back up to the sky gently. Exhale, anchor your fingertips down and push the floor away from you. Receive and really stretch along the left side of your body. Other side, please. Bring your hand back center. And from here, we are going to warm up our wrist a little bit more by move in to the wrist and move away from the wrist, okay? Inhale, round your back up to the sky, arch at the end, inhale. And then exhale, round your back up to the sky and back to your heel, child's pose. Inhale, round your back, arch, exhale, round your back, sit back. Inhale, cow pose, exhale, child's pose. Keep moving and stay on track of being mindful with your practice. 2 more, please. Come up onto your hands and knees and balance on your right side, right hands, right knee. Turn your body to the left side of the room. Have your left leg back, straight lie on the bottom. Spin your belly and your chest up to the sky. Now we're gonna make shoulder roll just 3 times on this left shoulder. You change direction. You turn your body up and down at the same time. On the last one, then you lengthen the left side nice and long. And in order to do that effectively, when you exhale, push your weight back toward your left foot. And from that rooting it in the foot, then you elongate up and out to your fingertips. One more. Exhale. Let's do one more breath. And then you turn toward the floor. You step your left leg forward. Let's come up high with your trunk. And we move in and out from your left leg, please. And when your left leg straight next time, get your heels down, get your toes up, elongate the spine. We get into our runner stretch here. Each exhale, we jellyfish our trunk toward the legs. Oh, this is about to get up my. And then drag your left foot in, come up right with your trunks once again, have your right hand down. We're gonna go back to the easy side stretch here. Right side nice and long. And then turn toward the floor and forward, and we thread the left hands under, okay? Thread the needle. Remember, your hip can be over your knees, or you can sit all the way toward your heel while you're doing that. The stretch will feel different. Your preference is on yours. And your right hand also is on your, whatever you prefer to land that right hand in the space, and you feel safe and supported. Carefully come up and away from the floor. Now we go into our second side. So balance on your left side, hands, knee, kick your right leg back, belly, chest diagonal up to the sky. We do big circle on the right shoulder 3 times each direction. And the last one, come, you lengthen the right side long. Inhale, you breathe into your back. Exhale, lengthen and turn your chest up. Last one. And then turn toward the floor and forward and get your right leg forward. Okay. Slowly straight and bend the right leg. And when your right leg straight, next time we get into our hamstrings muscles, give it love. You give it attention. You are skillfully stretch that muscle while also protecting the rest of the body, especially your lower back here. Keep your spine elongated. One more breath. You move yourself away from the stretch, which means the weight is going to be less on the leg so you can drag your right leg in safely. And then land onto the left side of your body. Body turn to the right. Once again, right leg kick back. Elongate the right side nice and long. One more time. And then exhale. Thread your right hand through your left hand and your left knee. Thread the needle. Look sideways to the left. Right. Where your neck should be is where you feel like you really, like you don't crush your cervical spine, okay? You should be able to breathe comfortably. As you can see, I can really, really talk here. Carefully get yourself up and away from the floor. We step the right leg forward. Be careful with the support on the bottom. Just don't step on it. Left knee come off the floor and we pivot to the left. Now we get into our goddess pose. Okay, heels turn in, toes turn out. Climb up the thighs carefully. Inhale, lengthen your spine up. Ribs is in. Exhale, extend through the knees. Your hand can be pressed firmly into the thighs, or you can get them out and go to the sides. You can go up, keep breathing, or bend at the elbow. Inhale, breathe into the center. You kind of move away from the stretch a little bit, and exhale, get into the stretch, lengthening the knee further. Breathe, round your back. Inhale, exhale, heart lift. That is gonna kind of move yourself, your trunk in a jellyfish position. Okay. 2 more breaths. And then you push into your feet, come away from that hip joints a little bit in your knee, and you turn your feet parallel when you feel safe. Spine elongate, inhale, and go to the floor. Exhale. Pasarita Padottanasana. So you really stretch again here. Shins and thighs apart. Each exhale, we go into the muscles. Find your depth. And each breath, increase the capability to get that muscle stretch deeper, even though it's very little or not at all. No tension on your necks and shoulders. I'm taking myself in so many spaces just to give you the comfort that even though you're tight, you still stretch the muscles and you are okay. Just don't be in the position that you don't feel anything but feel like you just carry weight into your legs. I want the underneath of the leg have that sensation of being taken care of. Carefully, you move away from the stretch and you bend your knee. Turn toward the front of the mat, right foot forward. It's going to get into our strong pose, high lunge. So make sure your lunging foundation is nice and long. Like from front foot to the back foot, stay on the ball of the back leg and you come upright with your trunk. Okay. Be safe and be solid here first. If you're wobbling, Just make sure that you can be really solid here. Maybe even have your hands on one wall. And when you're stable, exhale, you work your leg by extend them away from one another. Inhalation, get your spine up to the sky. My hands is not something I want you to pay attention right now. I just float with the air. That's it. Inhale, spine. Exhale, leg. Ribs is in, shoulder blades is back and together, neck is nice and long. When you feel like those foundation and alignment is really there and you feel comfortable to move your arms, even you can add your arm while you inhale and you work it at the same time as you work the spine as well. Don't forget your neck. We go exhale to the floor. Child's pose, please. Back knee down, front foot back. Pat the knee if you need to do so. And bring your forehead down to the floor. And breathe. And be. And you just ride the wave of this heartbeat, the quality of your breath with mindfulness and with calmness. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. We go to left leg forward, high lunge on the second side. Right knee come off the floor. Tuck the back toes under. Remember, be really solid on your foundation first. Hug your thighs in toward one another. Core is lifted. Push into your feet, into the floor, upright with the spine. Find the stability. When you earn it, then you work the legs when you exhale. Work the spine with your inhale. Your arms can be interlaid behind your back. They can just bend at the elbow, palm facing up, or bend at the elbow, palm facing forward. Out to the side, up toward the ceiling. You can even make a thumbs if you want to. Anything's work as long as your heart can be moving forward and your shoulder blades can be moved backward. Don't forget the neck, you are good. And keep rising this wave of your breathing. So you're not static, you are moving. One more breath, I know, is a lot of work on the legs. You need that strength. Next exhale, go to the floor. Child's pose, please. Then you come up onto your hands and knees. Now lift your left leg off the floor and your right arms off the floor. Okay? You can take a look at my movement first. I am going to add one more move that I never get a chance to introduce to you until today. We're gonna inhale, open the arm and the leg to the sides, okay? But you're gonna make your leg shorter by bending at the knee and kind of you knee yourself in your armpit. And you're gonna stop when it's level to the body the best you can, and then exhale, extend it back. And then you inhale, go beneath the belly, which we have done this 1,000 times, and then get out, okay? and we're going to do 3 in each direction. Here we go. Inhale to the side. Push the floor away. Exhale, extend. Inhale beneath the belly. Hi, sweetie. Exhale, extend. 2 more. Go to the side. Exhale. Yeah. Go beneath the belly. Exhale, extend, and land your left foot down, right hand to the floor. Turn your body to the left. Side stretch once. And then get your body down and forward, and we step the left leg forward to our lizard pose. Body diagonal to the right. Hip back, chest forward, left knee over your left ankle. Hi there. Exhale, we dive down to the floor. Remember, you're not going to take the knee with you. It's going to stay there on top of the ankle. Wherever your arms landed, just know that you are in the place that you are supporting yourself the best you can. And inhale, come up and away from the floor. Take child's pose, please. And carefully come up to your hands and knees, and we're gonna go to the other sides. Right leg come off the floor, left hands come off the floor. Try to stay lifted the best you can when your arms and your leg go to the sides, okay? I know it's hard because we go against the gravity. So here we go, inhale to the side, core in, keep that leg and the arm lift, exhale back center. Inhale beneath the belly, round your back up to the sky. Exhale, extend. 2 more each direction. Last one. Land your right leg and your left arms down. Turn toward the skies again. See, maybe your shoulder blades can draw back and together a little bit more, so you kind of in Cobra, upside down, I suppose. And then turn toward the floor, and that right side's body can stretch further. And we go into the lizard pose. Okay. Your right foot diagonal to the right slightly. Find the height that's work for your body. Know that you gradually go into the depth of the pose with each exhale. Okay. Please don't just black you out from the stretching. I don't want you to go elsewhere, but really stay in tune with the breath and the muscles. And when the space open up for you to dive deeper, you do, because we need that. We want this muscle to be as elastic as possible, so you have a greater range of motions. The best we can ask from our body. Don't be afraid to move your body around mindfully. If there are better places that you can be deeper into the pose, be more comfortable when you are in the pose. And child's pose, please. And you walk your hands back to your knees, and you can watch me first, because what I am going to ask you to do is, I'm going to ask a lot from you. Instead of do downward facing dog, you are going to do forearmed dog pose, which means that you're going to be on your forearm instead. And when that happens, this pose become 10 times harder. But the reason I picked that because the foundation are much firmer and bigger, and some of you have problem with your wrist. We take that problems away. Watch quick. You can hold the block between the hands, or you can just, have the fist touching or interlated. Just make sure your elbow underneath your shoulders. And when that happens, you tuck your toes under, get your knees off the floor and hips go up high. And you are going to keep your legs apart. And you bend your knee deep. And each inhale, draw your armpits actually toward your ear. Each exhale, push your chest through. Okay? So you work that opening the heart. Especially this one is good for people like some of you, some of me, that have the round shoulder. We want to do a lot of this without worrying of stretching the hamstrings yet. And sorry that I'm not going to ask you to do that. We're going to do that for 5 breaths, and we're going to transitioning into our forearm plank pose. So please be ready. Here we go. Forearm to the floor. Hold the blocks or not. Tuck your toes under, get your knees off the floor. Walk it in as far as you feel like you can carry the weight in your upper body without tension. Inhale, get your armpits toward the ears. Exhale, put your chest through. Repeat. If you feel like you stand a little bit too far apart, walk your feet closer. 2 more breaths. Last one. And then you are going to walk your legs further back, and then move your chest forward until your shoulders directly on top of your elbow, and you have your legs nice and long. And if you feel like this is way too much, get your knees to the floor. You can have your feet up to the sky, and you pick easier version of the forearm plank pose. Okay. No gripping in your jaw, stay breathing. Maybe opening your jaw instead so you're not bite your teeth together. Exhale, going down to the floor. Stack your hands on top of one another. Rest your foreheads on it. And let go and relax. And if you believe you are coming to the wrong class, you're not. Foundational yoga doesn't mean doing nothing. I still have to challenging your muscles, your mind, your lung, and your heart to keep them healthy. As you can see, I try my best to help you to challenge them safely. Then from here, you are going to extend your left hand out to the left, while your body to the floor. Keep your palm facing down. Bring your right hand close to your chest, head on the floor, and just push the floor away from you. Let the body turn open. Okay. You can bend your left knee and let the left leg land behind you on the floor. Some of you, that might not happen. You maybe can bring the bottom knee forward, and you bend both knee and stack your knee on top of one another, and you stay here. Right. What we are looking for is not what's going on in the legs, but what's going on into your left pec major, which is on the floor right now. The more your body turn open and turn toward the sky, you can gonna feel it right on the bottom left hand. You're gonna feel that a lot's going on there. So you're gonna find your sweet spot that stretch feels right. Other side, please. So come to your belly and your chest safely. Carefully roll back down to your belly and your chest. And we just stack the hand and rest here for 3 breaths. Next one, we are moving into a Spider Cobra Pose. Have your feet pressing down to the floor. Move your arm into either side of your chest, but away from your chest somewhat. And come behind your fingertips so you cup the floor. Elbows go up toward the ceiling. If you're tight, move your hand further forward from your chest. If you are open, you can go behind the chest, okay? And that, see if you can move your scapula up and down very easily. Yep. We are not working the lower back yet, but it's already start doing a little work. Then from here, get the shoulder blades up and away from the floor and together first. And see if you have to adjust the hand after that. And then get your foreheads off from the floor. Stay a little low at first. Next inhalation, push down into your fingertips, come up from the back, out to the crown of the head a little bit, and exhale, go back down to the floor. Keep your wing hugging toward one another and repeat the action of the lower back muscles. So inhale from the lower back out to the crown of your head, you lift the spine up and away from the floor. Exhale, go to the floor. And once again, adjust the hand position as you go. 3 more. 2 more. Keep your spine elongated. Last one. I'm not too concerned about the height. Exhale all the way down to the floor. And breathe. Rock your hips side to side. And you stop. And keep breathing. Now here we go into the Cobra Pose, which means your palm flat onto the floor. Now go either side of the chest again. The tighter you are though, get them go away from the chest the best you can. And your first check is that wherever you are, your palm is landed, your wing should be able to move up and down very comfortably, right? And after that, just stop moving your wing and draw your wing together and up and away from the floor, and you keep it. Press the top of your feet into the floor, all the toenails down, and then inhale, push down to your hand and come up. Maybe a little higher, or not. Exhale, go to the floor. Keep length into your spine, please. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. No tension in your jaw. Work your back muscles a little bit more than your hand, but work both of them. 3 more. 2. Last one. I'm not holding the pose right now. And exhale down and relax. Stand the hand, rest your forehead on it. Rock your hips side to side. And then you let go. And then from here, you're going to turn your chest and belly up toward the ceiling, and we're going to do the other direction of opening the heart. This one doesn't require the lower back, but it's going to require your quad. 8-hour bridge pose, okay? Come right here, let's windshield wiper your legs a little bit at first. So you drop your knees side to side. Your arm just go wide open. Get your legs up toward the ceiling. Walk your feet in toward the hip until you cannot go any further. Hip distance apart of your feet. Knee, hip distance apart. And when you're ready, you're going to press down onto your feet, onto your shoulder, on the back of your head. And here we go. Go up toward the ceiling with your hip and your chest and push the floor away from you, your feet, and let the neck elongate away from the chest as well. If you feel really opening in the heart and you feel like my arms wide, it doesn't give me enough grounding sensation, get your arms a little bit closer and under. You can interlace them. You can grab the mat, right? As you can see, I can talk, so don't tuck the chin into your chest. And just also don't curl your head back too far. Knee point straight back, not out to the side. Breathe. Exhale, slowly come back down to the floor. Stay right here and rest, please. Feet to the floor, knees together. I hear my computer making noise, so I want to check if anything happened or I lost all of you already. And breathe. Right ankle above the left knee. Drop the figure 4 to the left. Right knee point up toward the ceiling. Breathe. We are twisting in a way and we are relaxing at the same time. We let the gravity help us being the pose. When you exhale, let the muscles soften, become heavy. And you're riding this wave of energy flow. Your inner space is expanding for everything that made you, you. Left hand behind the back of the head. We're gonna do our core exercise here. You're gonna cross sideways to the right. Let's do it 10 times, please. So we're gonna go up when we exhale, everybody. So exhale up, inhale down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms wide open, bring your legs up center. Interlace your hand behind your right thigh, or you can start using your strap and place it at the ball of the foot, or you can hold your big toe with your 2 fingers if your hamstrings are quite open. Okay, we are stretching the hamstrings here. You can leave your left leg, your knees is bent, or you can extend your left leg straight to the floor. And you can hold both ends of the strap with just your right hand or both arms. Make sure your shoulders are grounded to the floor, so make your strap as long as you need. Inhale, opening your right leg to the right. Remember, we're gonna go as far as your hip stay facing the ceiling and your hip are not tilted. Remember, I want you to pull that right leg toward your shoulder direction. Feel that sensation. You can have your right elbow on the floor if your muscles are opening enough. Like, you need to be able to go far enough to have that. If it's not, maybe be creative to get the floor higher. Yeah, that is good. So you have that right hand to also help you to keep the hip facing toward the ceiling, and you get into the core and you stretch the muscles of your right leg, the underneath, not just the bones are pulling you around. Yeah. Let the tension go, especially on the right sides of your neck and your shoulder. Inhale, bring it up toward the ceiling. Take the straps away. Extend both arms toward your right foot. We're going to touch the toes 10 times. Here we go. Exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And get your right ankle above your left knees again and draw your left leg in toward the chest. There's a lot of things we can do really close to the floor. As you can see, I don't need to take you up toward the legs all the times. And yet we still have the good workout. And let that go. Now you're gonna roll onto the left side. You can watch me first. We're gonna do the forearm side plank. Okay, still stay close to the floor. Roll onto the sides and get your forearms underneath your shoulders. You can have bottom leg straight, top leg knee bent, and step it. I should facing you in front. You can have your right hand in front to help you. So you have left foot, right hand, right foot, right hand, left forearm to the floor to help you to come up and go down, up and down. Or you can up and hold. If you don't need that right hand, you can have into the hips, For any of you, I'm gonna go down first. Want it to be a little bit stronger, you can have both legs straight. You can have your right hand in front, press and lift, or just lift with your right hand and right leg and have your left hands onto the hips. I am messing up already, am I? Just keep an eye on what I'm doing. Or you can bend both knees and press and lift the hips, okay? So stay on your left side, please. So we're gonna do our forearm side plank. Here we go. When you're ready, lift the hip off from the floor. Hold the pose, or you can go up and down, up and down. See what leg position work for you, that you have enough to work something out of yourself and also to support yourself. And exhale, go to the floor. Safely lie back down to your back. Here we go. Left ankle is above your right knee. Figure four legs, drop it to the right. And breathe. Left knee aim toward the ceiling. Spines dropping with each exhale to the floor. Right hand behind the back of the head. And we do crunching, cross the body 10 times. Exhale, 10, 9, 8, 7. It doesn't have to be high. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chest go down, legs come up, left leg go up toward the ceiling. Hamstring stretch here, Supta. Padangusthasana, you can hold the back of the thighs or climb up your shin or go all the way to the soles of the foot. Strap will be good as well. Please, once again, when you ride the wave of your stiffness, you are not going against it. You learn to challenging your body lovingly. If you're working out just to kill yourself, please know that that is not my way of wanting you to do that to your body, okay? And that behavior will not serve you well in terms of looking to the world around you, looking to others. We want to be respectful. And then opening, pulling, strong right side, engage your core, feel that belly pushing downward. And here we go, stretch the adductor muscles of your left leg. Relax your neck and shoulders and jaw. Once again, if you feel like you're like tie up your lips or you bite your teeth together, just open your jaw and your mouth. Inhale, bring your left leg up toward the sky, touching your toes 10 times. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. And have your left ankles above your right knee. Draw your right leg in toward your chest. This is our pigeon today, upside down. You breathe and let go. This is, you know that you are supported with the floor. And the gravity now work with you. So you're riding that wave openly, because it's still not comfortable for many of us to stretch these muscles. And carefully you let it go. Now you're going to roll onto your right side. It's going to our forearm. Side plank. Pick the position of your legs. Right. Have your left hand in front of you or at your hip. When you're ready, like, know that you can adjust anytime, okay? So you're going to press down to what is on the bottom or what is touching the floor. Lift the hips off the ground. Now try to kind of go forward with the chest not toward the floor, right? Or I even have my leg behind you, or a little bit diagonal. Remember, you can hold the pose, or you can lift and drop the hips. So you can rest when the hip come down for tiny, tiny, tiny split second. Forearm side plank is actually harder than full plank pose, but since we have a bigger bone to supporting us, it's kind of look like it's easier. Exhale, go all the way down to the floor. Once again, roll onto your back safely. Extend your left hand out first so you can have your head down. And when you turn up toward the sky, lengthen your arms and your legs nice and long from one another. And maybe stretch the left side crescent to the right, right side crescent to the left. Supta Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees apart. Drop your hips side to side. Maybe can you hold your elbow with your palms, or maybe you move your arms out to the side or closer to the legs. I'm trying to look for my blocks. And from here, everybody, you're going to dangling your legs up toward the ceiling. You can push yourself to the wall or put the block underneath it. Legs up. Adjust your arm, your shoulder, throat open. Eyes closed. And here we are. Journey right into the end of the practice. And as our eyes close, our breath, remember to breathe. As we prop our body dangling up to the sky, yet the energy surrounded us know how to hold ourselves in such a way. All it needs and asks from you is the willingness to open and to step in this current of your life journey. You don't fight with your breathing when it's become short. You make room for it. You don't fight with the chaos and overwhelming and the stress in your life in this moment. You make room for them. And for that, they will flow along and away as the steam always flow away from you. They will transform and transcend themselves. So don't cling, don't grip, don't judge. Shivasana.